It's your boy PH, the press, Mr. Above 140, and we back. Short show tonight. Just went on a rant shortly. Not gonna rant this time, I promise y'all. Promise y'all I'm not gonna rant this time. I promise I ain't going on a rant this time. Promise I ain't going on a rant this time. But I do need to talk to y'all. But I ain't ranting tonight. All good energy. If you're still alive and you playing football, kudos to you. Kudos to your program. Don't let nobody take your shine. Don't let nobody come up with excuses while you playing. Don't let nobody do none of that. If you playing football around this time, congratulations. Kudos to you. Well deserved. Give yourself and your young men a pat on their back. There's young men all around the nation getting ready for basketball. So even if you play one extra week, shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody out there that got an opportunity to play football this weekend. That's important stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're a small knitted group that have the ability to still be playing this weekend. And so you should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Let me share the post. 1 second, y'all. Let's get in gear. Let's get in gear. Groups. Let's go on and get in gear. It's a good day, man. It was a good time. Pop Warner Nation. All around Pop Warner Nation. I'm watching people win championships. People playing. People doing all type of stuff. Shout out to Pop Warner Nation. AYF Nation. I've been seeing championships over there. Saw a lot of championship games being won all over. This is going to be a short show. I'm going to go quick because I got some babies to put to bed and they won't go to sleep if I don't sleep tonight. This is like a pop-up show. It's short and sweet. I'm going to talk to y'all as an administrator of a league. See, I'm going to get to it. But most administrators won't talk to y'all, right? They bound by the privacy clause. They're bound by the I must be respectful. I can't go back at you on social media. I got to respond to emails professionally, or I don't respond to emails at all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth tonight. I've been on a lot of boards in my life and youth football. So I'm going to speak for the people on the boards. And what I want y'all to do is push back against me. Let's have it. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Peace and blessings to everybody. Peace and blessings to everybody. I want y'all to push back against me because I think it's important we have a dialogue. And you ain't got to agree. I think it's important we have a dialogue. You ain't got to agree. I think it's important we have a dialogue. You ain't got to agree. Jesus Christ, what's going on? You know? I think it's important we dialogue. And nobody got to agree. But I do think we should talk. See, facts. Shout out to all those still playing. Springfield 11U will win, they said. Springfield 11U gonna win? Is it like all the Springfield teams in it right now? That's what I'm hearing. Is that true? All the Springfield teams is in it right now? That's what they said. Yo, Clint, what up, what up, what up? Levi, peace and blessings, my brother. Wes, shout out to everybody that's still playing. Facts. My boy Wes, he's waiting for the regionals. They got a squad. Kebby, what up? What up? Jabbar McClellan, Springfield 11U will win. Yeah, well, so will our Hurricanes. Shout out to Springfield. Jamar coach for us at the 11U. He know what it is. Jose Gonzalez, what's up, my brother? Shout out to you. All right, look, I'm gonna get started. I'm not gonna wait no more. So wait. We really can't start the show off properly without doing a proper intro. So let's go.
I met a boy today.
That's me.
So fine.
If you know, tap in, share the post. It's your boy PH, aka the Prez, aka Mr. Above 140.
Come to my town and get with me. She love I'm around.
It's not about the amount of talent you have. It's 100% about the work ethic. Ask your coach or anybody that's been doing this.
I met a boy today. So fine.
Why is it? And they gonna say, oh, yeah, that's illegal. Cut this. Cut it out. All you coaches out there, cut it out. Because that's BS.
It's your boy PH, aka the Prez, aka Mr. Above 140. I need to lift the energy up. I'm tired. Fun fact, y'all notice the intro song? I actually produced that record. That is the real truth. I didn't make the beat, but I produced the record. That artist was called U-Dash. He was from Garden Street in Hartford, Connecticut. He was from the Bush. Shout out to the Bush. Yeah. Kim, thank you. Yes, I like the intro. I love it. I love the song too, because it's kind of personal to me. So anyway, let's talk. Y'all. Let's talk. Championship games. We got championships on both sides. First of all, shout out to some of the powerhouse programs. Mount Hope, multiple programs in the championship. Springfield Tigers, AYF, multiple programs in the championship. Hartford Hurricanes program, multiple programs in the championship. New Britain Power Raiders, think they got multiple programs in the championship. New Haven Steelers, I told y'all the Black Hawks, the black, what did I call them? The black sheep, the sleeping team. I said it all year. Remember, if y'all go back to my podcast, I said it. They're back. Multiple programs in championships, at least in New England. I think my boy Mick, the mayor, I think Mattapan got multiple programs in the championship. Just want to shout out all the kids. And shout out to you if you don't have multiple programs. If you got one, East Bay out of Rhode Island, multiple programs in the championship. If you got one program in your championship, shout out to you. Shout out to East Bay. You got Dorchester. You got Malden. They got multiple programs in the championship. Shout out to Malden. You got Dracut, multiple programs in the championship. West Elmwood, multiple programs in the championship. Manchester Redhawks, multiple programs in the championship. Shout out to everybody with one team, multiple teams. Shout out to Milford 11U balling out. Naugatuck 13U. Laser. Shout out to Laser. Who else? Who am I missing? Come on, y'all gotta tell me. I don't know all the names. Anyway, if you out there, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody playing. Shout out to all the teams. If you out there and you playing, Dracut 12U. Lewis said his son played for Dracut 12U. Hamden 10U. Shout out to my boy Sydney holding it down. Hamden 10U. West Row is on. You already know they trailblazing. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the kids, all the youth. If you're not doing nothing, go to any site. Just support the kids. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of crying this weekend. Nobody should be mad. You made it to the regionals. You are at least one of the top, 32, maybe 64 teams in the country. Not a bad thing. They rank the top 25. So if you win this weekend, you at least probably in the top 30. So shout out to you, man, because it's not easy, right? Lynn Rams, they said. West Haven, they said. So shout out to everybody out there. So shout out to y'all all. And so on one side of the bracket, we got New Haven 13U and Mount Hope 13U. That might be the game of the weekend. That might be the game of the weekend. I'm just saying. That might be the game of the weekend. Could be. Because that's a banger. So you're not doing nothing. Go out there. Check out the game. They be balling out of there. Shout out to New Haven. Shout out to Mount Hope. At 12U, New Haven Mount Hope. Again, that's a banger. That is a banger right there. Last time they played, I was there. It was 0-0 at halftime. Then the lights didn't cut on. So that thing's set up just for this moment. And they haven't seen each other since. And they're good. You know, Mount Hope lost one game. New Haven lost one game. They're good. Both teams are really, really talented, really, really good. That's a good game. Shout out to them. They definitely going to do their thing. Then you got Mount Hope 10U versus the New Haven 10U. Are you kidding me? I mean, no. Sorry. Check. I'm sorry. Mount Hope 10U versus the New Britain Powell Raiders 10U. That is a banger. You got Coach Hurl. You got the star-studded New Britain Powell Raiders 10U, and you got that thing clashing. Woo-wee! Listen, man, good football games. You got Malden 14U versus the Hartford Hurricanes. The first time the Hurricanes only won by a point. That's a great 14U game on that side. That's a banger. That's a banger. Teams are pretty close. Should be a great one. You're not doing anything. Check it out. Malden 12U versus the Hurricanes 12U. Malden came out and said online, I got it. We've been wanting to play this game all season. Well, like my mother used to say, sometimes you get what you ask for. That should be a good game. I heard Malden got a running back. He's big and he's fast, and if he get the corner, he's gone. Hurricanes got a stout defense. They got some big boys up front, and that's all I'm going to say. But it should be a good game. It should be a good game. So there's some good games going down this weekend. At Division II, you got Dracut basically versus West Elmwood all the way up. All the way up. So that's going to be a banger. I don't know how good Dracut is, but we're going to find out. I'm going to tell you this. West Elmwood's 8U, ain't nobody beating them in this region. I'm buying lunch. You want to make a bet? Let's bet. Ain't nobody messing with West Elmwood 8U. I'm telling you. I watched that team, man. Woo-wee. They got some dogs on that team. The Hurricanes 11U don't have an opponent this week. Waterbury 9U don't have an opponent this week. But Bloomfield 13U and Everett 13U might be the sleeper game of the weekend. Bloomfield 13U and Everett 13U might be the sleeper game this weekend. Come out and watch that game, 4 o'clock in Hartford. It's going to be some good football games this weekend. I don't know much about AYF. Tell me what y'all playing. What's going on? What's going on? Matt said, West, Waterbury Patriots. He see y'all in 2 weeks. Matt, is like a week and 2 days. More like a week. New Britain Powell Raiders 9U play Dorchester. I think the New Britain Powell Raiders 9U is just too good. They're just too star-studded. I don't think anybody's going to compete. I tell you some good games around the nation. You have the West Chase Colts 13U versus who y'all playing out of Miami? The Goulds? Let me call it up. The West Chase Colts is they playing the Richmond Giants. Woo-wee. Y'all know what that game is like? Huh? That might be a preview, honestly, of the team that's going to win the national championship. In the past, a game like that would usually be, I mean, those that know Pop Warner know I'm not capping. A team like that is usually a battle for the regional championship. And y'all know that to be true. If you're in Division II, 13U, the Oviedo, they still alive. Oviedo's still alive. I'm just saying. 13U Division I, West Chase Colts versus the Richmond Giants. That's the Southeast region. That's some good football right there, man. I wish I could watch that game at 12 o'clock on November 18th. November 18th, 12 o'clock. When we decide our 13U winner, they'll be deciding theirs. Tell Pop Warner World to leave New England and Florida from that first round. All right? We don't need to be playing that. If you at 12U, guess what? Palm Beach Rams is still alive. Palm Beach, Riviera Beach Chargers are still alive. That's good football, y'all. I'm just trying to circle the wagon and give everybody ideas of what's going on. I think it's important. At 9U, you got the Goulds Rams. Y'all know about them. And West Chase Colts are available at Division I 9U. You know how that Division I thing go. Palmetto Raiders is at 10U. They're playing the Fishhawk Spartans. West Chase Colts is at 11U. They playing the Ghouls out of Miami. Venus Vikings, they playing the Ghouls out of Miami. It's go. Hey. Go over there. And be quiet, please. Sorry, they follow me everywhere. So yes, you got some good football games going down, y'all. All around the nation. All right, let's go. Where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to the Midwest? Come on, let's go to the Mid-South. Let's go to the Mid-South regional championship games. Let's go to the Mid-South. Do we got any regional brackets? No, they ain't give us nothing. I don't got nothing. I know we could go though. Let's go to the Eastern region. Hey, just a heads up. Let me tell y'all something. I'm about to talk to everybody out here about. I want to go back and forth with the crowd a little bit. Oh, well, let's talk about it. You got the New Haven Steelers versus Dorchester in the rematch, says New Haven. Anthony Charles and them will be home. That's home field advantage, Anthony. You got Avalon 11U versus the Ghouls 11U, says Larry Myers. Yes. Larry Myers said that's a wash for New Haven. Dorchester 11U is not that talented. A Pop Continue loss. I don't know. Chris, no, they didn't lose. Yes, they're not in the regional chip according to this. They're not there. Alexa, you heard Wes. Stop listening to Alexa, man. Stop listening to Alexa. All right, so listen. Oh, let me give y'all this the last bit of information I'm gonna give y'all. Hey, get off my couch and be quiet. Get off the couch. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't run a professional environment here. Just can't do it. I just can't do it. But let me talk to y'all before I go. It's 9:30 and I want to get through this. So oftentimes, all of y'all coaches, all of y'all parents, all of y'all cousins and aunts and spectators, y'all always have something to say. Go upstairs. Hey, go upstairs. Hey, go upstairs. You always got something to say. Go upstairs. You always have something to say about administrators of the league. The administrator said this. The administrator did that. Those people on the board did this. So I'm going to talk for them. I'm going to talk on their behalf. And if you got a problem, then I want you to do me a favor. I want you to push back against what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I want to read to you a statement from, I'm going to start off with that. I'm going to read a statement from an administrator for everybody out there. Then I'm going to play the role of all the boards, the AYF boards, the Pop Warner boards, CTYFL boards, the Shoreline boards. I want to push back because they won't get up here and talk, but I will. I'll get up here and give you the perspective. You push back and give me your frustration or why you should be doing this. And now I'm going to say this. Don't give me a real situation if you don't want a real answer, because I'm going to give y'all real answers to real situations. All of the madness and the stuff y'all want to talk, let's do it. Let me read this. The hardest part about being an administrator, this is not my statement. This is a statement from a administrator in a league, not necessarily a travel league. Keep that in mind. The hardest part about being in administration and youth football is not being able to express yourself freely. Give me a second. Go upstairs and don't come back downstairs. Sorry. I got kids. I love them. But you got kids? Okay. The hardest part about being an administrator in youth football is not being able to express yourself freely as others are able to do and defend decisions and even greater protect your children from misrepresentation or misinformation. People often forget many decisions are made not personal. They're often made in a group setting. We are set up as boards. Big decisions require meetings and votes. It's not often driven by one person. Decisions are made based on numerous factors, including rules, whether or not people disagree, but the decisions are made and voted and released. It should not be a reflection of any administrator personal standpoint, and certainly should not warrant humiliation publicly for the administrator or privately via email. The biggest problem in youth football is the lack of accountability. Before you insult administrators who volunteer endless hours to children, it's highly suggested that you take a look at all the factors and hold accountable not only us, but also yourselves and the adults working with your children. The one thing that someone who is not an administrator or youth football has over the administrators is the ability to publicly speak freely. The adults speak freely. The hardest thing of an administrative job was initially dealing with adults, but it's slowly being that you have to learn that not just dealing with adults, but also having to be silent and at the mercy of the rules of any particular league. We can't defend ourselves as administrators. We cannot fight back when stupid posts are made or insults are sent to us via email or us as leaders. We cannot fight back when we personally attacked or when our children are personally attacked or when our children see the personal attacks. Imagine being an adult put in a position where you are humiliated, insulted, ridiculed, and being completely unable to respond simply because you're volunteering time and being an administrator, protecting programs that your children participate in. Now let that sink in, let it sink in, and you will be able to get to sit there and insult decisions and disrespect the people that at the same time sit back and protect your kids by the rules of any particular league. It's most unfair the position to be in, as adults being on the outside are the ones who can control the narrative. Oftentimes, presidents and administrators feel helpless. They hope that they're giving you perspective. What's your thoughts about that statement? What's your thoughts about that statement? Huh? So let's read. Shatia said, yeah, I'll never be a administrator. Right. Right, Shatia? It's not easy. I promise people it's not easy. Right? But I want to say something. Kim says she cannot agree more. Kim was an administrator. She is the president for Derby for many years. All right, let me say this. So something happens in the league. A rule is made. You as a parent have a problem with the rule being made. You don't like what the rule being said. Just explain to me, somebody out there, why you feel the need to go on social media and say, Phil Bryant and his board suck, and they didn't make the right decision for all these youth. I'm just going to say this. Why don't y'all say make the right decision for my youth? Because you guys are the stingy ones, not administrators. We don't get anything. We don't get any money. We don't do anything. All we do is we're at least I'll speak from the league I'm in. I'm not speaking to no situation in my league. Let me be clear. I'm speaking as Phil Bryant. Not no region or not no league or not no association. From me as a person with my insight on being on different boards at different times in multiple leagues. You guys are selfish when you do that because you're thinking about the hurt that your personal children feel. It's just true. That's just true. Christian Santos said, where they out of? They're out of New England, Christian, and they're on a local league board. Let me say that. I don't want to say what board they're on, but I just read the statement. It should never be made public. It takes away from the professionalism, accountability that be held without exposure. Sore loser. Now listen to this. I don't know a league board that has posted something publicly, and if y'all do, send it to me, on national leagues or private leagues that has posted the issues that they're dealing with in their league publicly. See what I mean? We got to shut up. But no, the parent get to go up there and disrespect. Phil ain't nothing, and he lied, and he did this. And then they start blasting the Facebook page under kids' pictures with derogatory statements just because you upset and you need to get your point across. Well, if you broke a goddamn rule, do the goddamn time. Case closed. Now, if you don't know the rule, maybe you should ask what the real rule is. Ask what the real rule is, right? I'll tell you, people get accused of stuff all the time. I'm on a league. People get accused of stuff all the time and don't make it facts, y'all. Just because an accusation is made, it do not make it fact. And whether action is taken or not taken, I can promise you 99% of the time it's not done with malice. You think I volunteer or any administrator? 99% of them. I'm going to stand on the administrative side right now. You think that we sit up there and all we want to do is take your team out. All we want to do is kick your kid out. All we want to do is give advantage to that team over that team. Most of us don't give a shit. I'm on a board. I got a program, and my program has never gotten advantage because of me being on the board in my league. My program has never asked the teams in my league. Waterbury's on the call. My boy West will tell you. My whole organization got wiped out last year. Ain't no favoritism given. The rules are the rules are the rules. We're going to abide by them. We're going to stand on them. I seen the funny comments out there. Oh, yeah, it's the messenger. Nah, y'all corny. It ain't the messenger. You hate the message. And probably dislike me in your heart, so it's whatever. But I stand on what I'm saying. Y'all not administrators, so y'all get to talk the BS. Administrators got to be quiet. They can't say nothing. They can't get on the email and say, you lying, shut up. They can't get on there and say, shut up, you're racist. Look at this comment. They can't get up there and say, you're corny. What you won't say is, your kids didn't have an NPR in that book, did they? Don't come up here talking junk about me. Don't call me a racist because your organization president didn't do what they did. That's what people really want to say. But they don't say it because the organization's got to be held to a higher standard. And you know what's messed up? This shit is unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. Because if you really think down to the crux, y'all giving yourself too much credit. Don't nobody give a shit about y'all that much to target you. You know what I tell my kids in football and I tell parents in the Hartford Hurricanes program? When they say a coach picking on my child, I say, in all due respect, miss, your son not that special. And they always look at me like I'm crazy. I say, you don't get it. You got to be special for somebody to pick on you. Just like you got to be special for somebody to treat you special. If I go out of my way as an administrator to pick on you, you got to be special. Y'all not that special. Organizations, you're not that special. Coaches, you're not that special. Coaches with the good kids, you're not that special. Half of us, honestly, deep down inside, on November 18th, 19th, most administrators in D1 don't give a shit who won. That's the truth. Most of them glad it's over because y'all don't know what we deal with in the league. I can tell you from a league perspective, there was a lot of shit being done in leagues this year. Emails that's getting sent in, complaints, innuendos, behind the back comments, undertone of racism emails being sent in, all that shit been happening. And you don't see that from the league boards. No, we posted congratulations to this team that won the championship. At the same time, we getting flooded with emails of all the stuff and the mess that I just said, but we got to shut up. But they get to get under the comments. This league sucks. This organization, the people at the top need to be changed. Volunteer. You sitting your ass on the couch all day. You volunteer. You be the person in the chair. So when you got to shut up and they posting your name on social media and they talking about you and your 12 or 13-year-old kids see it, see how you deal with it. See if you can shut your mouth and stand on it. You can't say a goddamn word. You got to be quiet. Why? Because you got a sworn duty to be professional. You got a sworn duty to step up and be quiet because you can't talk back. Imagine not being able to talk back. Yes, master. No, master. Can't say nothing. Why? You can't say shit. You got to be quiet because I got to be professional. We render a decision. Listen, I'm about to tell y'all something. There is no decision that's going to be made by your league that's going to make everybody happy. So why do y'all take it so personal? There is no, I'm going to give you an example. Let's just talk about the clock rule, running clock rule. People that's winning, that's blowing people out, hate it. Yo, I can't never do nothing. Pop Warner rule stupid. The people with Pop Warner need to do something. AYF got it right because they allow you to score more points. But what about the people losing? You ever think about whether they kids and they coaches think that it should be good? Let's turn back to this side. Yo, but they should be better. If they got sorry teams, then they don't need to be playing. But don't pipe down my kids because of it. So because my kids aren't as good as your kids, so is your belief that my kids shouldn't play football or your kids should be able to score 60 because they're better this year? Man, F them kids, man. I should be able to do what I want. But 28 points, I'm scoring that in the first quarter. Okay, we're doing our best to try to stop you. But you would probably kill a morale of my team if you was to score 65 points. Now, maybe that don't matter to y'all. Just think about the argument. You guys should be arguing with each other, but instead y'all shoot at us. That's the argument. The argument is you guys together. Josh said mercy rules are needed. No one wins when mercy rules are needed. Mercy rules are needed. No one wins in blowouts. It messes up everything. True. But what that rule should be. I just use that as an example. Do you see what that means? So people shoot at us when in actuality, y'all don't agree. Y'all in the same league. Y'all the problem. Y'all don't agree. There is no rule book that everybody's going to agree to. How many people in AYF shoot at Pop Warner every day? How many in Pop Warner shoot at AYF every day? Why? It's all football. It's different rules. Oh, they don't play by real rules. They don't play by this. Oh, we play by this. They don't do that. Oh, they lawless. They could do what they want. This is just back and forth. But we get all the blame. Y'all have the argument, and we get the blame. And guess what? We got to shut up. So Josh say 30 points, shut it down. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't AYF 35 points? Isn't AYF 35 points? Johnny Cinco, you disagree. Talk to me. Disagree about what? I think AYF is 35 points. Pop Warner's 28 points. If you're scoring 28 in the first quarter, damn it, you're going to score 35 in the first quarter. Like, let's be honest. Running clock is because it allows defenses to put 10 in the box knowing they have to run between the lines and not scoring. Okay, let me explain to you. I think, Larry, you talking about the Pop Warner rule. For everybody out there, that is false. Stop letting people put 10 people in the box and rush your quarterback. That's false. I'm going to give y'all some rules. Y'all ready? Y'all don't know about this. Number one, if you put wide receivers out there, they need to put people over them. Defense is supposed to go to a 4-man front. There's no blitzing. We don't follow those rules, though. The referee don't know the blowout rules. You can imagine a ref wouldn't know that. They just know run a clock. You as a coach, coaches out there, know your rule book and what's supposed to happen. Because if I'm winning by that much, usually I'm a respectful coach. I don't try to run it up like that. But if you feel you're being disrespected and they're trying to hurt your player, simply put wide receivers out there. They don't check them, throw a fly route, they call it back. Put them out there. They don't check it, throw a fly route, they call them back. You know what they're going to do the next play? Put somebody out there. That's not to be disrespectful. But if you really think somebody's trying to hurt your kid, shut it down. Do that. You go 2 by 2, they got to put people on those kids. It's in the rules. It's in the rules. Yes, AYF is 35 points. So 30 points, is that a happy medium? Because honestly, if 28 points is a problem, then 30 is a problem. But let's move on from that rule because it's not about the rule. It's about y'all. Y'all out there. Y'all can shooting at administrators. So let's have it. Y'all think boards should be changed. Give me a reason why. Give me a reason why y'all think boards should be changed. I want to hear. I don't need the name of boards. Give me a reason why boards should be changed. Go ahead. Give me the multiple reasons you think executive board should be changed because of what. I'm going to push back against y'all. Let's talk about it. Why do y'all think boards should be changed? Come on. Now y'all always shooting at executive boards. I know we got stuff. Johnny Cinco said, kids are now playing slow, trying not to play anymore. You're putting kids in positions they are not comfortable with. The kids know they can't match up. Turn the clock off. Let the kids play. Game is over. I think you're advocating not beating kids 50-60-0, right? And not demoralizing them. I think that's what you're saying. Turn the scoreboard off, not demoralizing them. Do y'all agree with that? Talk to me. Shatia, sometimes you forget and and take you there. I know, I do. I don't know what y'all saying. I don't know what that means. Talk to me. I don't know what it means. Justice Sumner said Josh Reese can't end it. Some players don't have all their plays, and by then I say take the starters out and put NPRs in. That's what we should do. That's what you should do. Like, use those games to make players that's not as good better. But we're turning this into an NPR conversation. I want to keep it on an administrative level conversation. All season, I saw boards in Pop Warner, boards in AYF get ridiculed, talked about, derogatory statements, and I didn't see those administrators go back. And I was like, wow, why aren't the administrators saying nothing? Now, where's all the people with all the energy? I want to hear from you. It's mute. I'm surprised. I thought that there would be more people that feel some type of way that would say in a general view on what the problem is with these executive boards, what the problem is with regional staff. Should it be a regional staff? Should it not be? What's the problem with your league boards, your league administrators? Any level of administrators, talk to me. What are the problems? Is it possible to have a board member change every couple years? There's a vote. Corey, this to you. There's a vote that take place and people can run. See, here's the thing though, Corey, what nobody tells you. Most of the time, nobody wants to do those things, Corey. I'm telling you the truth. Most of the time, nobody wants to do that shit. Nobody wants to do scheduling. Nobody wants to do referees. Nobody wants to be a president and possibly be put out there as you're racist, or you allow smoking at your events, or what are some of the other things say? Oh, you only care about the associations who have members on board members that's part of the league. You know, people could lose their jobs. You know, administrators put their jobs at risk. Let me give an example. Let's say, hypothetically, a board member A does something. Let's say they happen to be Caucasian. That's the first issue. And let's say I get up there. I don't like what they do in the Hartford. And I say, you know what? This person is racist. And it takes off. And everybody starts talking about that. If you're in a publicly traded company, you think they want to deal with the backlash of you being a racist all over social media, on possibly TikTok on the video, or possibly on Twitter? Isn't it easier to just replace them? Do y'all care, or do y'all not care about that person's job? Or should they just lose their job because you don't like their decision? Or how about if the person is a male and he make a decision as a president on cheer teams and they call him sexist? And that person is deemed sexist. Or how about he make a decision on a male cheerleader, and then y'all say, oh, he has a problem with the LGBTQ community, and they lose their job. Do y'all think about that when y'all go on rants, when y'all say stuff on social media about administrators, or do y'all not give a shit? I tell you, I talk to a lot of administrators. A lot of them are worried about just very that. Some of y'all don't worry. Y'all go up there, y'all say what y'all want. It's not on y'all. But administrators worry about the internet buzz, because if something go viral with their name wrapped in any one of those things, how do that person recover from that? How did that person recover from a lost job? What if that person go crazy and now they come looking for you? Let's not take it that far, but just talk. Let's talk to you, the parents. The coaches is upset with the decision making. Step up. Come make the decisions. Just see how easy it is, or how hard, however you perceive it to be. Kim said they don't say anything back because they know that they have more to lose than the firing accusations in the comments. True. Wes said, never really had any issues with my board, either for my org or league. My parents come from My parents come for me for their personal issues and they work through it. They can roll up if they choose, but he think we should be doing our best to deal with our own team issues. I like the rules that just let the kids play. If you get up 35 zip on the other team wants to call it, then call it. Who wants to run the score up in a Pop Warner game? Outdated policies can leave your organization at risk, says Clint. Our policies may fail to comply with the new laws and regulations. Admins should be voted on yearly to maintain updated bylaws, new ideas, and keep the league fresh. Kim said not only that, but then you have executive members who have kids and families who that falls on. It's not right. Larry said, I know some administrators who bash coaches on social media for leaving the program. True. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. Administrators shouldn't bash coaches for leaving programs. I mean, why would administrators bash a coach for leaving a program? That shouldn't happen. Administrators shouldn't bash coaches for leaving a program. There's no loyalty in youth football. 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 Now, Meek, I don't know if I said it 4 or 5 times. I don't need you and Sam coming for me. There is no loyalty in youth football. I'm here to tell you. There's no loyalty. I had to learn it. I didn't know it at all times. I thought loyalty came along with something that you do. There's no loyalty in youth football, brother. There's some disloyal going on out here in youth football. And the sooner you realize that there is no loyalty to you as an organization or as a president in youth football, the more you realize, have fun in the moment. Next year, everything can switch up, right? People doing what's best for them. They don't give a damn about what you did for them. So administrators, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something out there. I'm smart enough to know that when this thing is all said and done, if Phil hangs up the jersey, y'all people won't remember me. Administrators, they're not going to remember you. They're not going to remember the countless hours you put in. They're not going to remember the work that you put in. If you're a president, you're a vice president, you're a treasurer of a league, if you're a secretary of a league, if you're a league rep, if you a region secretary, a region director, a region chair director, if you're a league president, if you're a league compliance person helping with software, if you're a second vice president, you are appreciated, in the words of Tupac. Because the truth of the matter is, all these families going to send emails to you talking junk every time something is not exactly right, but they don't want to do the shit. They don't want to do it. They do not want to do it. They don't want to do it. National staff members, AYF, Pop Warner, UIFL, YNC, look, I don't have to agree with y'all all the time, but you appreciate it. Whether they think it's a money grab, they don't think it's a money grab, the fact of the matter is you provide an event for kids all around the United States to come and have an experience of a lifetime. It ain't cheap. I don't know the right price. I probably, if I did it, I'm sure I'd be criticized too, one way or the other. You appreciate it. From me, I ain't much, but if it means anything, you appreciate it. Because the truth of the matter is, ain't nobody ever going to write you a letter and say, yo, thanks for putting on the tournament. No, I don't care that the field's bald. No, I don't care that you guys moved to Tampa. I don't care that you moved you're putting on something and providing the opportunity for kids. So thank you. Because y'all not going to say that. We all going to criticize. I know I've criticized. But at some point, y'all, somebody got to speak for the administrators, or at least let's hear their perspective, right? I think it's good. We had kids on. We heard what kids said. We had parents on a couple weeks ago. We heard what they said. We always get coaches on. Maybe next week I'm going to have coaches on. Let's hear the coaches' perspectives. I'm going to get coaches on from all around the nation. Let's hear their perspective. I haven't had the coaches one. That's the next one. But tonight is the administrators. So talk to me. Let's read comments. I'm sorry. Oof, I got to read comments. All right, let's go. It's a lot of comments here, y'all. Shatia said, because the Steelers has a president that sits in a board. That's one I've been seeing all season. Never really had any issues with my board. I already read that one. Read the outdated policies. Now you want to talk everybody doing the Beyonce mute, right? Don't Beyonce mute. Come on. I want everybody comments. Understand your point. That's when it goes up. That's when it goes to the coaches, said my boy Josh Reese. There are some who shouldn't be coaching. They want to stop. They want to stomp cats, causes drama. Trust me. Oh, you talking about blowing people out. True. It's noise with no substance, said JB. Youth football has too many Monday morning quarterbacks in these parents. First, they complain. Last to step up and volunteer. I challenge these complaining parents, grandparents, etc. to step up, be a board member and a coach, and see how they react when the shoe's on the other foot. I agree. I'm not calling the parents lazy. I'm not calling the grandparents. That's not my words. Y'all volunteer for me. Y'all come through for, Hartford Hurricanes. The Hartford people come through for Central Connecticut when we asked as a league. So I appreciate you. But David got a point. I see it all the time. Not only that, but then you have executive members who have kids and families who this falls on. It's not right. True. Also, teams down go for it fourth. They give the ball to the other team that's up to the 30 on the minus 25. Johnny, I don't know what you're saying, brother. Is administration a job or what? Because you said they don't get paid. They don't get paid. It's volunteer. It's not a job, brother. Oftentimes, it's more demanding than your regular job. Believe it or not, I can attest to this. I ain't saying I do this for the record. I can attest to this. I've had people say these words to me, and I'm going to quote it, yo. I need to start doing some work or I'm going to lose my job. Because they're doing youth football, youth cheerleading business at their job. Because if they didn't, some of your town's paperwork wouldn't get done. Books wouldn't be checked. Kids would not play. Games would not go on. Referees won't be scheduled. All of that stuff has to happen. Let that sink in. They're taking time out of their real jobs to help a league, an association, a region, a national league region or whatever, a national league run, and they have to take time out their real jobs to make it happen. Happens. Phil, you know me for a long time. I just don't understand how a board eliminates a team from postseason in week 7. Decision could have been made much earlier. Appeal process didn't or doesn't exist. Just keeping it 100. Adults had the issue. Kids got hurt. Josh, I will agree that a decision probably could have been made earlier, I guess, in a situation that you're talking about, whatever you're talking about. But I want to tell everybody something. I think this is the best way for me to respond. I want everybody to understand something. There is no union in none of the youth football leagues. I said this to my boy when me and him was talking about a situation he was going through. There's no union in youth football. They are no different than a private company. If you work for a private company and you walk in, if they have a box on that desk and it says, security says, please take this box and get out, you've been fired. There's no appeal process. I want everybody to understand, and I say this to y'all all the time, and if you out there, you need to be mindful. This is called youth football business. You are a non-profit business. At the end of the day, the consistent word, and no matter what you call it, you better put business at the end of that. And if you learn to understand that, you have to stop looking for due process and everything that comes along with it. I said that to my boy when they were going through some stuff. One of my people's going through some stuff. There is no due process. Boards get together. They make a decision. They render the decision. They email you the decision. You don't have to like it. If it was a quorum and they made the decision with majority rules. Now, I'm not speaking, Josh, you my guy. I'm not speaking on those with hidden agendas because I think that's what you're saying. I get that. That's wrong. I'm never going to advocate for anybody with a hidden agenda that's trying to take out. I'm speaking on general boards that generally get together and make a decision, right? If it's hidden agendas inside them boards, that's something else. I can't speak to that, right? But we have to understand that for the most part, you're not getting the opportunity to make your case. You're given that. If I get evidence, Shirley Temple, that 2 + 2 is 4, I'm not about to give you an opportunity to tell me, explain to me how it's 5. Boards don't work like that on youth football business. That's why there's no union in youth football. I'm telling y'all. And association presidents, association coaches, remember that there's no union. Remember that. Don't put your association in a bad position. I'm telling y'all, it ain't going to go the way we want. I've been in a lot of these boardrooms. I'm warning all of us. I'm very sharp. Y'all see people nitpick at my program all the time. They go on social media. We'll post our own stuff and our stuff gets shared just so people can ridicule us. I rarely ever respond. Because I understand the business of youth football. I understand the business of youth football. Some of y'all better start to understand the business behind youth football. There's no union. Y'all probably never heard that or never thought about it like that. If it was a union, you wouldn't give a shit. You could act up because you know a union rep going to represent you. Ain't no representation, brother. Everybody stop using the line, I'm going to get a lawyer. Don't nobody give a damn. I'm not being funny. I'm telling y'all. None of these boards care. They all have insurance that can pay lawyers to protect them. And by the time you render your decision, nationals or championships or state championships is going to be over. So you win the case, and on January 19th, what difference did it make? It's not worth it. I'm telling y'all from an organizational position, this is youth football business. Administrators deal with a lot. I'm not saying every decision, every board makes us right. I don't know. I ain't on every board. I ain't part of every decision that's made in Pop Warner. Most of y'all believe that because I don't know. Y'all mind, y'all mentally crazed. Y'all think Phil knows everything that goes down in Pop Warner. I don't. I don't know everything that goes down in Central Connecticut Pop Warner. I don't know everything that goes down in New England Regional Pop Warner. I don't know nothing that happens in Northern or Southern or RISMA or Eastern Metro or Northeast Mass or none of that. I know less about what's going on in AYF. I'm not privy to every information. I do have a lot of people that inbox me info, but I don't mention it because I don't know that it's true. Let's keep going. I'm in for another 10 minutes. As a coach, it's great relief when the organization has a good board. It makes coaching a lot easier. True, because all you got to do is coach and go home. That is true. I agree. I'm looking forward to that one day, Larry. Hell, I had people nearly lose their marriage because of how consuming it became. I know people that lost their marriage over being an administrator. There's people that lost their marriage over being an administrator. Think about that. There's no loyalty anywhere, honestly. That's true. Anthony Charles' word, Sage should be in Hartford, not New Haven. Next year. Anthony, I'm just messing with y'all. Johnny Cinco said, my kids need to play full games. We can't play half games, then think we can turn it on when we need to play 4 quarters. True. So what's the alternative? Let you beat a team by 70? I'm not being funny. I'm just asking to be real. Matt Kennedy said, not just a job, but it's also an adventure. True. Zay even closer to New Haven. Oh, God. What's happening here? What's up, Rose? What's up, baby? We getting ready. What I missed? What's the topic? G-Pat, I'm talking from the administrative role of all of these league boards. I'm standing in as a AYF member, a Southern member, a Central member, Metropolitan, I don't care what, but CTYFL, Shoreline. I'm not speaking for them, but let's assume I'm the administrator y'all want to talk to. Let's talk about what you dislike about these leagues, what you dislike about the boards, what you dislike about the presidents and all of them. I'm willing to talk to y'all. I want somebody to be real. Let's talk. Because y'all not going to hear it from them. They're never going to respond to your email. It's safer not to. Y'all going to take it and share it on social media. Why respond to y'all? It's real. Y'all be like, yo, I ain't getting no response from the league. Right. Because all y'all going to do is take their email and put it on social media. And since none of y'all have no sense of loyalty to the conversation, why talk? Megan, what's popping? What's popping, Megan Reese? Johnny Cinco said max gain when 26 is only 20 yards. Hit the whistle, spot the ball, play another play. That's tough to ask a kid to pop. You give an NPR to the kid to make his first touchdown of the year and you call it back. I don't know if we're doing anything about that. Sage staying home or down here, he said. Phil, we not buying that. You the governor of New England youth football. You have all the info. Not true. And listen, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because some of y'all, I want to say this, being strategic. Some of y'all call around all the time asking questions about Hartford. All the time y'all asking questions about Hartford. Stop doing that. Stop. I promise you, ask the Hurricane coaches on here. Ask the Hurricane coaches on here. At our field, half our coaches and kids don't know about no other program, no other coaches, no other nothing. I know stuff. We'll get up there and they coach football. Half of them don't know. They don't call around. I don't know all the information. So if something's happening in Southern, don't call me and ask me what's going on. I was getting calls saying, Phil, can you schedule this game? I'm like, what are y'all talking about? That team is in 2 hours away that way. That team is away an hour that way. And I'm not in either league. How I'm going to schedule the game? I thank y'all for thinking I have that much power. But like I told y'all earlier to that parent, don't give me that much credit because the truth of the matter is I don't have that power. JB, cut it out. He's starting stuff. Ish, I love you. You are getting mollywopped and you are doing the fist and end game. It doesn't do any good. Coaches in tough spots. Kids don't know what to do. Stands getting heated. It's too hard to manage, said Johnny Cinco. It's too hard to manage this chat. Why don't I see all these comments? We are commenting that because I don't see all these comments right now. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Here we go. Now I see it. Matthew Kennedy said, exactly. It's hard out here saving coaches and their staffs from themselves sometimes. It's becoming a reality show. Josh Reese said, nope, it isn't. You get a certain score. Both teams shake hands and go home. I agree. I agree. Let's normalize not talking about kids on social media when something happened. Let's normalize not talking about kids on social media when something happened. Let's normalize not talking about kids on social media when something happened. I would love to say you have comments on your personal page in New England Youth Group about kids. I don't believe that's true. I don't have no comments about kids on my page. Tell Phil we coming. Nope. Don't bring her into this. I work in New Haven. I don't want no smoke. I'm cool with all New Haven folks. They need to do a better job with 6U playoffs. They don't recognize a winner. That's not true. Southern had a winner in the 6U championship. Last year, Central Connecticut did playoffs to a state championship as well. Nah. Listen, I hold the key to the city in the city of Hartford, Shatia. Y'all not welcome. I got the key. I got the city on lock. I'm just calling the police. They're gonna stop you. Yeah, I call the police. Call me what you want. I'm calling the police on you. Now, I'm gonna be a Karen. Karen's calling the police. I'm about to be a Karen. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll call the police on y'all. A lot of coaches don't put in work, and our kids pay the price. Hampden won 6U last year and was recognized as such. True. I know it. I think I know what they're referencing when they say 6U. Some people do bowl games, whatever. But listen, I can't stay here all night. I just wanted to talk to y'all from an administrator. Some of y'all seem like y'all don't want no smoke with the administrators tonight. Private inbox me. I'll go back and forth without exposing who you are, because maybe you don't want to say it and then you think that you're going to get suspended. Administrators just can't suspend you for talking and speaking your mind. I'm not asking nobody to say names, but I thought for sure this would be an interesting topic. It don't seem to be as interesting as my mind told me, and that's okay. Sometimes, hey, listen, some of y'all think the podcast ain't good no more, right? It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to talk my right? Championship week. We ain't about to start none. Nah. Don't start nothing, man. It's championship weekend. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Anyway, since nobody got no shots to take, I ain't got to take no shots for the administrators. If you're an administrator, you out there, I tried to hold you down. They ain't shoot at me. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side, before I leave, let me say this. I have seen some administrative decisions or heard about administrative decisions that I may personally disagree with. I want to put that out there. I have seen or heard about administrative decisions in multiple leagues that I disagree with. But it doesn't mean I think that they made those with ill will intentions. Those are different. Me as an administrator, yes, I might have made a different decision than some other executive board in Shoreline. But it doesn't mean that I think that they did it with ill will intentions. You see what I'm saying? So I understand the plight of anybody that feel like anything was intended at them. What I'm trying to say is, for a second, let's take a step back if you're not an administrator and just think for a second. Was the decision made against the Hartford Hurricanes personal? Am I emotional about it? Yes, it affects kids that I see every day. I see them. Or it affects a coach that I see every day. Now I got to sit this coach down for the rest of the season. Or it affects my program. Or it affects my parents, right? Or it affects my league, right? Because some decisions affect my league, and I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy that some of my teams have to be Division I when I think they're still a Division II program. So decisions happen. I ask everybody out there, try to do the best you can to try to ask yourself, do you think the decisions are made before you respond or send an email or make a post with ill will intentions personally? If it's not personal, don't make it personal. If it's not personal, don't make it personal. If you feel like it's personal, okay, do what you got to do. But I'm just asking everybody to take that second to think. Is it personal? With that being said, it's your boy PH, the Prez, a.k.a. Mr. Above 140. And my quote of the day is, if you see my Facebook post, you already know. If you didn't, here it go. The grass and the trees start at the same spot when they start to grow. Nope, that's wrong. I don't know. I messed it up. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.